G'day everybody, Steve Palace here, and I can't tell you how excited I am that football is back. Now, obviously, NRL's been back for a couple of weeks, and as a Melbourne Storm member, I've been very happy about that. But my beloved Tigers are back tonight, so I've got my scarf and very happy about that. Lots of sports are starting to come back, and so that's really cool as well. So, but what I wanted to, what we're also really excited to announce is that our webinar training programs are coming back. We haven't been away, but what we've been doing is working specifically with a number of different sports and working specifically with a number of different organisations to run specific training webinars for their clubs. So what you'll see in the post for today's webinar is links to information pages on three different topics of webinars. So the first one is a 3-week webinar training program for awesome social media and communication strategies for successful clubs. And really what we've seen, this has been completely revised, this 3-week training session, starting next Wednesday, I think it is, on the 18th. Or the 18th of June, or whatever that day is. It's a Thursday, actually. So starting next Thursday on the 18th of June, we have this social media communication strategies completely revised with examples that we've seen, great examples and amazing examples coming out of the COVID period. So just recent info. So that's a 3-week course. First week, we cover the foundation. It's a bit of a theory. Why do clubs communicate? How do they communicate? How can they communicate? What methods should they use to be communicating? When do you use social media, etc.? Sounds boring, but it's really powerful. Second week, we look at social media very deeply. And then the third week, websites and email newsletters. So that's the social media. Starts next Thursday, 7 o'clock Melbourne time, and goes for 3 weeks. The next webinar series is starting actually the day before, and it's during the week. It's an extended 9-session training course run during the week, and it's more of an advanced course for advanced volunteers and the staff that work with councils and peak bodies. So we take you through the secrets of successful clubs, goal setting, culture of volunteering, change management, attracting participants, financial management, facility development, strategic planning. So how to go about strategic planning in your club. And then we take a look at what the future holds. And that's going to be really interesting because it's going to be very different to when we did that last year. The world is very different. So this one is it's an extended course. Starts next Wednesday. It's on the 17th of June at 2 p.m. and runs every fortnight for nine fortnights. So more for the experienced club leader of that one. But and that one is and it is priced accordingly as a professional development program at $220 for the 9 sessions. So still good value. But back to more the volunteer angled ones, starting on the 3rd of July, is going to be a really valuable 3-week webinar program on a recruiting players, volunteers, coaches in the post-COVID period. And so that's going to force us, post-COVID is going to force us to be looking at the different participation types that we offer, different styles. So social participation, informal. And so clubs are going to have to consider those more than ever now as they look to come back into sport, particularly those clubs that are cancelling their formal seasons over the winter months. And then so they're effectively going to have 18 months from when people left the club last year to when they come back to the club next year. So how do we ensure that they come back? How do we keep them engaged during that 18-month period is going to be really, really crucial. We'll also look at how do you create a culture of volunteering and different strategies for recruiting players, participants, officials, coaches, and what are the different groups from within the community that really want to be participating in sport but aren't. So these are really three really timely training programs for volunteers. Really looking forward to bringing them to you. I'll be the presenter. I won't be wearing my Richmond jumper, and so I look forward to that. So please, if you want, our whole goal with our webinar training programs is to make it as easy as possible for your club to be successful, whatever that means to your club. So if you've got committee members, if you've got people working on your social media, your recruitment, your attraction, your retention, websites, email newsletters, etc., then tag them into this post, and let's make it easier for everybody as we come out of sport in the post-COVID period. Tomorrow, we have eSport Friday. We've got Nigel Smart from the Adelaide Crows answering the question that's been on my mind for a long time. Why have the Adelaide Crows got an eSport team? What value does it bring? What does it mean to them? Where do they see eSport going? And why did they start a high school competition with over 200 teams competing in that competition from around the country? So until tomorrow, I'm Steve Pallas, and I thank you for being part of our sports community.